welcome to Keen's Cove.
I've had great fun making all of the buildings for this second board of Keen's Cove. Now's the even better part, which is placing them onto the board and building all the scenics around them. I really do love this bit.
Now I've laid out where I want all of these buildings to go. I'm just going to go around the outside of them with a marker pen. And once I've marked out the position of all of the buildings, I can remove them and then I can get on with this scenic material. The first bit is to lay down a really good base. Now because my base is brown already, I don't see the need to paint it, but if you're building on top of, for example, plaster or some type of pink foam, then you may well want to paint it first, but I'm quite happy to cover the baseboard as it is. So what do I use? In this tub here I've got some grout powder, and it's a mid-brown dry grout powder. And in this tub here is just soil from the garden, and what I've done is lightly sieved it. So I combine 50-50 of the grout powder and the real soil, put it into another tub and then cover that with an old stocking. Next I simply put the basing glue down, and then simply, once this has got the material in it, shake it all over gently. It makes a whole horrible mess and there's lots of dust, so make sure the windows are open. But once that's dried, you're going to have a really good base layer to build the ground cover up from.
I'm just mixing up 1 teaspoon of grout powder and 1 teaspoon of the sieved soil, and then I'm going to put it into this container, which is the top of an aerosol, and then add the stocking and shake. To ensure the powder mix has a really good grip on the baseboard, I'm just covering it with a layer of Mod Podge matte. Once it's on, I'm going to stipple it. By stippling it, you avoid all of those brush marks which might show up on the final finish. And now for the shaky bit. This looks really messy, and it is really important you've got good ventilation, but believe me, it's going to be worth it. Now to fix this down, I make a spray bottle up with a mixture of water and alcohol, and it's probably a ratio of about 1:3, 1:4. This ensures that the grout powder and the soil that's mixed in with it sets really hard, and it gives you a lovely base. And this is what it looks like when it's done. Slight texture to it. It's going to take paint and spray really well. I don't want to glue down the structures on Keen's Cove. I want them to be removable in case I need to transport it anywhere. But I also don't want the buildings to look like they've just been planted on the layout. I really want them to be seated in well and become part of the layout. So what I've done is around each building, using cardboard I've made pavements, and using bits of wood I've made decks, so that it holds the building in place. I've also used scenic tufts around the edges of the buildings, so when the building is placed on the layout, it really looks like it's part of it. And here's a bird's eye view of Keen's Cove as it's developing. There's so much more to do, and I'm having great fun completing this last bit of the cove. If you like my video, please do comment and subscribe. I really appreciate that. Until the next time, bye.